either we're almost there or we'll get there tomorrow. May the blessings of the season be ours. And I hope everyone is saying amen. My name remains Fayo Williams, and I am not alone today. I'll be talking about road safety, speeding, and speed limits. It's because there's certain information that has been doing some people jiggy. Ever since the Third Mainland Bridge was fully repaired, some people are having anxious moments. So we will be talking about speeding and speeding limits today. And just before I introduce my guest, I'd like to give a brief shout out to my son who's visiting from yonder. And his name is Mala-Igbaroola. Mala-Igbaroola, hope you're having a good holiday. And I had to immerse him in our own cuisine by giving him ebiripo and egusi jebu this afternoon. So in case you are salivating, please, I'm not the one distracting you. If road safety should catch you, they'll just catch you for fun. Please concentrate. Eyes on the road, though. Don't let the egusi jebu and the ebiripo, which was delicious, distract you this beautiful afternoon. And I have with me someone who is a postgraduate diploma holder in public relations and advertisement from the Nigerian Institute of Journalism. But if you see her handsome today, you will know that she's not journalist, she's doing now. She has a bachelor's in food science and engineering from Lautech. She's an ambassador of the Lay First Responders Hearts Foundation, an associate member of the Nigerian Institute of Public Relations, a route commander right now, and a seasoned public enlightenment and youth safety education officer with the Federal Road Safety Corps, Lagos Sector Command. And she is happily married, in case you are seeing her face and you're wondering, who is this pretty lady? If you have any ideas, I'm sorry for you. She is happily married and blessed with 2 lovely boys. So Lagos, join me in welcoming Jesutomipe Mala-Igbaroola. Hi, madam.
Hello, ma'am. Oh my God, I was wondering
who she was introducing.
I'm telling you. Thank you so much, ma'am.
It's great to have you here.
Thank you.
So that it's not all about Turenchi English. We would like you to greet people in your lingua franca, because that special state you are coming from, I want them to know. Just as they know that I'm an Ijebu girl today.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Okay, moye okun Ayomo kare onile obi omo arowo shoge okun yeye mi luka. Don't let me say too much before.
Wow.
And the kare thing.
And the kare has given you Oriki. So you kare people, just be calming down.
You know,
she has given you beautiful pangyrics this afternoon. And with her is another officer and a gentleman, Olakule Lawal. He's the Public Enlightenment Officer. Can you just say hello?
Hello.
He has a radio voice. So Taiwo Barua is about to steal him away. So before that happens, let's go on into the questions for today. So, madam, while we were growing up, there was this song. If you're going at 60 or 70, by the time you start getting to 100, miles per hour, you know, it was miles per hour when I was growing up.
That's right.
They would say, start singing Heaven is My Home. So may we know whether this kind of slogan, is it still in place today? And if it's in place today, why are people running one kind of run? And sorry, run. I don't know how else to describe it. But the kind of speed that I see on the road these days makes me wonder, what exactly are speed limits?
Okay, thank you so much for having me. Good afternoon, Lagos, and it's so good to be back here. And happy holidays, everyone. What are speed limits? Speed limits are the maximum legal speed at which a vehicle can move or can travel on a particular road. The minimum speed at which a vehicle can travel on a particular road.
Or maximum?
Minimum. minimum. Nothing is maximum. Maximum is the common sense speed.
Wow.
Minimum, the minimum speed at which a vehicle can move, on a particular road. Bearing in mind that we have different roads, right? We have the rural road, we have the urban roads.
We have very busy roads.
Busy
like
roads.
The day Google took me to St. John's Aroloya area. At Dubai, we just enter and say, what is this? So there are all kinds of roads. Yes.
And then the speed limits are actually set by different governments. Like the government authorities are the ones that set the speed limit. The speed limit was set for a particular area will differ from the speed limit was set for another area. Depending on the peculiarity of the area where you find yourself. So the government authorities, like the Federal Road Safety Corps, of course, like as a result of through the National Road Traffic Regulation and the likes, we now set limits. Okay, this is what is expected of you at a particular road and at a particular time, just for your own safety.
Own safety, beautiful. So now you must have, had this announcement about speed limit on Third Mainland Bridge, and like I said, it's doing some people jiggy in their hearts, and they don't even know whether they should put their leg on that pedal or not. So can you please address the issue of the speed limit along the newly renovated, repaired Third Mainland Bridge?
Can I say, as much as I'm excited about the repair of Third Mainland Bridge, the sad news about this is that we have the most crashes on the best of roads.
Sorry, can we just pause and say that again? We have the most crashes on the best of roads. So why?
It's alarming. And, are we not going to tell the government not to give us good roads?
I wonder.
And we keep shouting, we have a lot of bad roads.
We need infrastructure.
And then when the infrastructures are put in place,
the next thing is to fly.
Misuse.
We start flying, we put it on up gear,
So it's so sad. I'm really excited about the road. I've been seeing videos like, is this still Nigeria? But my God.
It's not in San Francisco. It's
help us
in
touch
Nigeria.
the hearts of Nigerians. Let them apply the common sense speed. I did a survey some years ago. I drove from Oworu to Adeniji, and I moved at 80 kilometers per hour. And I think I was able to cover the Third Mainland Bridge in less than 7 minutes.
So you did not sleep there?
No, I didn't.
Even at 80 kilometers per hour, you are still okay.
Less than 7 minutes. Yes, less than it's like they're about.
So what's up to 10 minutes? 140.
And then I was telling myself, if you now check, if you do 100, 120, probably you do 6 minutes or thereabout.
Just little.
So the difference between this is like 1 minute or some seconds. So why die?
Because of, you have a good road. So Lagos, you will need to join us in this discussion. Just know that we're going to say a lot more about speed limits on the Third Mainland Bridge. You can dial 0809 9120 777, and you can send a WhatsApp message to that number immediately after this traffic update.
All right, you're still tuned to Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. The program is Safety Train with Fayo Williams. Quickly, let's tell you what Masha-Aguda is looking like from Nepa, Yeto Road to Brown Road and Pakwa-Aguda. It is moving as expected, linking Kilo and Masha. In and out of Body Thomas, en route to Eric Moore, doing really is okay. Olatunde Onimole, sensors all through Tadelabu and Masha, connecting Onile is appreciable. Ogolano Drive to Lawanton is equally good. Okota Bridge to Sele, roundabout is in order. Return journey navigating through Shudi Expressway by the service lane is appreciable. Over to you, Fayo.
Thank you very much, Taiwo, and thanks for not touching that dial. So we're back to Safety Train. My name remains Fayo Williams, and I have with me Jesutomipe, Mala-Igbaroola. And we have been speaking about safety, speeding, and speed limits. So now we would like to look at the primary factors that contribute to drivers exceeding these speed limits. What is the hurry all about?
Good road.
Good road. That is just like an incentive for
I'm
them.
telling you, that's the word. Many a time when people have been stuck in traffic for long, I remember when the construction of the Lagos-Ibadan was going
Don't tell
on.
me about it. Some people cried.
The moment you leave Muwe and then the road is free. There is this kind of feeling like now I can
gosh,
fly.
what to me? Let me press hard on the pedal.
And then they want to catch up with time.
Wow.
Now, this is now linked to number one, time management.
Time management, journey management, all rolled into one.
Why put yourself under pressure when you can plan your journey ahead? Many a time, Nigerians, we don't plan our journeys ahead.
Yes.
So, like, we want to catch up with everything. We want to do everything fast. So, what happens?
And
So,
we
you
have
plan it.
plenty of Owambe to go to in one day. One Saturday, they can go to 4 Owambe.
I don't think people are going to fall again in this economy.
I doubt it. I will prove you wrong in some cases.
Really?
Some people are still having a lot of trips. So what are the potential consequences of speeding for drivers and other road users?
Okay, let me quickly say something about the
the
time
factors,
management,
yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And I tell people, it's better to be called Mr. Late, Mrs. Late, than to be called Late Mr.
Let us loud it. It is better to be called Mr. Late or Mrs. Late, always coming late, than late Mr. or late Mrs.
Because if you think you want to speed, you want to cover up with time, and then you end up getting involved in a road traffic crash, what happens? The event will go on.
In fact, the food will to go round better. The drinks will go round better. You will not be there.
Before they will even hear the news.
They have danced on your day and come out.
So
you can imagine.
Why kill yourself? Timing. Speed thrills. I know it thrills. Like there's a feeling, but it kills faster than HIV.
Did you hear that? Speed thrills, but it kills faster than HIV. If you would still like to join this conversation and ask about speed limits and safety on the road, you can call 0915 38 77 127. Okay? 091 53 87 71 27. Or you can send a WhatsApp message to 080 9912 0777. And when you call in, the first thing you're going to tell me is, what delicacy did you make at this Idelphi treat time?
And I think they should send food to us.
They should send. You can e-send. You can go Kada send. You can do anything. We are on duty. Hello. Good afternoon. Who do we have with us?
My name is Ololade.
Okay, you need to turn down your radio, please, because it's going to cut you off. Okay, great. So, your name is Mr. Ololade.
One question.
Go ahead.
Yeah, about this speed limit.
Yes.
When they install a speed limit, they used to issue certificate. But I want to confirm, is it the certificate that is important or the speed limit? Because at time when the marshal stop you on the road, when they check around, they confirm that the speed limit is working, and they will ask you where is the certificate. If you are not in possession, there will be trouble. So I want to confirm, what is the importance of that certificate compared to the speed limiter itself?
Okay, thank you very much. We've gotten your question, and Jesutomipe Mala-Igbaroola will answer it right away. So you can listen off the radio. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's quickly talk about the speed limiting device.
Yes.
Okay, let me just tell us what the speed limit.
Tell us what it's about.
Okay, the speed limiting device is a device that that is actually meant to be installed in your vehicle in order to control your speed. According to the National Road Traffic Regulation 2012, Section 152 says all vehicles should be fitted with a speed limiting device. All vehicles. That is what the law says.
I see. Do we have a caller? Okay.
But the Federal Road Safety Corps, we when we started with the enforcement, we decided to start with the commercial vehicles.
I see.
Bearing in mind that a private car owner has a natural speed limiting device. My children are my natural speed limiting device. I can't be driving and I want to put them in danger. If you are driving your wife is already telling you, Daddy, reduce that volume. I mean, reduce your speed. Right? And then, but we understand that the commercial drivers, what they have at the back of their mind is the business. They want to go as many times as possible, and then exposing their passengers to danger. You know, a driver will still be in Shagam and he will be telling the people in Ibadan, I'm almost at Guru, don't worry, let the passengers wait. It will now be, then there is so much speed because it's trying to get to Ibadan and then, to bring these people, all those things. So we decided to start with the commercial drivers, and then we've been doing that seriously, expecting that every commercial vehicle is meant to be installed with a speed limiting device. Now, when they install the speed limiting device in your vehicle, you will be issued a certificate. The certificate is actually to show that you actually purchased and then it was installed in your vehicle. So if you don't possess the certificate, then I will be wondering, how did you get the device? Did you steal it from somebody? So if you have it in your vehicle, how will I know? It's just like, in those days when they search and they to check, you are carrying a TV. Can I see the receipt you used in purchasing this thing? Does it bear your name? So this is the reason why they check for the certificate, because we know that some drivers try to do mago. They can actually take from another vehicle, I'm going to Ibadan, let me quickly use it so that in case they want, all those things are possible. That is why they check.
All right. So I hope you have been enlightened sufficiently that even if you have a speed limiting device installed in your commercial vehicle, you'll be issued a certificate to show that it was properly installed and it's for that vehicle only. You're not to do boro and take it and to another vehicle again. Get its own device for it. So now, you did say you'd like to talk to those who are traveling over this Salah period, and I believe one way to let people know, about the importance of what we are talking about today is to look at statistics. So do you have any statistics or data highlighting the impact of speeding on road, on the issue of road traffic accidents, fatalities and all that?
Okay, before I give the statistics, I would like Officer Lawal, so just speak to those people on how to use the road. Tell them the dangers, the consequences when they overspeed.
To themselves and to the, don't do akwaba, akudaba, to those people beside the road. Thank you.
Okay, hi everyone. So I would actually like to speak on what my boss previously said. She made a statement, and this is like an FRC team, which says speed trails or kills. So I think everyone should actually put their lives into consideration when driving on the road. Put people like, there are motorists, there are people that walk, and commercial drivers and all. I think you should just put everybody into consideration and always know that, okay, once you get on the road, you want to get to your destination.
That's right.
Put that in your mind that you want to get to your destination.
That's your ultimate.
So that would put your own mind at rest and would want to drive safely and to get to where you're going. So
thank you, Olakunle Lawal. You have been awesome. Put your destination. Put it in mind that you want to get to your destination.
That's defensive driving
in one piece. So can you just mention very briefly the statistics before we have another traffic update?
Okay, in as much as we give data, but I'm not always happy to give data because there are lives behind this data. There are people behind this data. And then I hope everyone out there, I don't want you to be the next figure or the next face behind the figures will be given out. So your safety is actually in your hands. In January, for example, we have about 38 cases of road traffic crashes. And then, we have, and out of these crashes, we have about 26 were speed related. And because FRSC, we noticed that the speed related crashes, is actually one of the major killers of people, and that's why the way this thing happens, right? It doesn't give up. It's only in movies that a crash would happen. I'm like, okay, it's becoming like, okay. The way it happens in the space of seconds, everything has changed. And then before you say Jack Robinson, people are dead just like that. So in January we have about 38, February 38, March 35, just this first quarter. And then the speed related crashes, we have about 26 in January, 29 in February, and 16 in March. Oh, good God, at least in March it reduced. Then we know we are doing something. Yeah, exactly. Yes, so and then a lot of
injured.
So we have about 37 people injured in January. 73 in February.
That means more than one person is injured.
Yes, in a day.
Yes.
And then in March we have 52. Then total killed. So sad. Like in January we have 5 people. In February 5, and in March 17. So it's painful to hear this. It's painful to talk about these figures, because these are human beings like you and I. They must have left their houses to go to work, to go to school, to go to their businesses unexpected, and they just met.
So hold your thoughts. We'll just have the last traffic update.
All right, you're still tuned to Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, the very last one in the course of the program. The return journey within the coverage, that's Orili Igomo, is still very much under control. Igomo Bridge to Doyorili, all through to Alaba Mile 2, it is a sailing ride in and out.
Thank you very much, Taiwo. And we are on the home stretch of Safety Train. My name remains Fayo Williams, and I have been discussing with Jesutomipe, Mala-Igbaroola, and she has been with an officer and a gentleman, Olakunle Lawal, both of the FRSC, and we've been discussing road safety, speeding, and speed limits. Remember, this program is brought to you by Reliance First Aid Kits. And if you need that to make your car a very, very, very safe place to be, you can call 0818 1313156. So you can get your first aid kits or training by calling that number. So let's just round up now by asking you to share some tips for drivers to stay within the speed limits and contribute to overall road safety, because it's something we want to achieve.
Okay, so for every driver out there, please let us adopt the defensive driving technique. We already know what it is. We've said it here many times. There are many rules to this. Drive as if you are the only sane person on the road.
But they used
Drive.
to do, struggle. Why should you come in front of me?
It's so alarming. Then drive. Never drive to be at the mercy of another road user. While you are driving, don't be at the mercy of another road user. Don't allow the decision of another driver to determine your safety, because your safety is in your hands, right? And then when there is a crash, nobody will ask you who is right. They would ask who is left.
Who is left?
Who is still remaining there?
Let's emphasize that. Nobody will ask you who is right. They would ask who is left. This is deep. Go ahead.
Right? Yeah, so all these things put together, they actually help you, become a defensive driver, and then drive bearing in mind that you are going somewhere. Drive to get to your destination, right? And then also let us learn to maintain the speed limits, within our area. We were having a conversation before we came in here, and then it's just that in Nigeria all those things are not so obtainable, but I wish sometimes
they can pick your speed from the camera.
Just difference of 2, instead of 30 and 32, and then they pick you pay heavily.
Exactly.
You pay heavily, but you don't have to wait for this.
For that.
You don't have
For
to.
our own
Almost say
good.
speed. You don't have to wait. Then, of course, please let us avoid distractions when we are driving. We have a lot of distractions. You want to check the billboard.
Phone.
That one is another.
It's another. You have to take that discussion.
Yeah,
one of
sure.
these days.
Billboards and the likes. You are looking at the lights and you're trying to what's happening next, and then
looking at
all
fine
this.
girls. Hello.
Hello. Yeah, so then maintain a safe following distance when you are driving. Then please let us avoid road rage. You see, road rage also makes people speed sometimes because somebody has done you sketchy at the back. You want to catch up with the person in front, and then you are trying to, I want to show the person. So please let us avoid all these things, and then
well, every good thing comes to an end, and it seems as if we've gotten to the close of the program today. Once again, I want to thank my guests, Jesutomipe Mala-Igbaroola, and the officer and the gentleman, Ololade Lawal, who have both come from the FRSC to give us enlightenment on speeding and speeding limits today. My name remains Fayo Williams, and like I said, the conversation continues. If you need the first aid kits or first aid training, you can contact me across social media at Fayo Williams or call the number 0818 1313156. Till I come your way again next week, it's via con Dios, which means go with God.